Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. I pray that all is well and you all are in the best of health and spirits. It is your sister, Denise Renee Muhammad, along with my brother Sean Ali. And we are here again on this beautiful Saturday for another episode of our Health and Wellness Power Hour, the Health and Wellness Power Hour. So as you come in, you know what to do. Go ahead and share the video. Share the video. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Sean.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are
What's
you?
happening? Shoot, it's not a whole lot going on.
A lot,
Real.
not a lot.
I mean, not in my life, personally. I was thinking about that term in the Nation of Islam. We have this saying of the poor righteous teacher. And it's a lot of different aspects or perspectives of that from us. You know what I mean? Like, what does it mean? Does it mean people that it doesn't mean to be poor, whatever is various ways that we look at it because the teacher isn't here to really tell us what it is. But, and as we go into tonight's topic, it's like for myself, right? The potential to make money is very easy because there's people that get paid to print money as a job, right? 5 days, Monday through Friday. So the potential to make money, especially now, versus when we may have been younger, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you didn't. The access to all of these different avenues didn't exist, right? So now that we have access or more access, it's like, okay, you get the money, and then what? As the scripture says, what profits a man to gain the world and lose his soul? So when I'm looking at, that the poor righteous teacher, it's like, okay, if I get money, one of the first things I do is buy something that I really don't need. Because right? And when you got a habit, you go with your habits, right? So the majority of the money goes to support habits because we can juggle around the needs. So depending on what those habits are, food, sex, drugs, gambling, whatever those habits are, that's what you're going to go into. If you're
Right.
trying to be righteous, if you're trying to be healthy, if you're trying to live long, see, money can't buy none of that. So when you get a large accumulation of money that
Right.
goes beyond getting what you need, that goes beyond getting what you need, and you open that door to what you want. If you haven't controlled the things that you want in life, that will be your downfall. You feel what I'm saying? Because now you have the ability to
Mhm.
get what you want. And we don't always want healthy things. We don't always want the right
True.
things, right? Because those are going
Right.
on want. Oh, I want that. Ooh, I want that. Ooh, that's going on. Bro. And then they be careful what you ask for. All
Ask
see, that's
for.
where all of those sayings come in at because the grass looks green on it. That's where all of those sayings come in on the want side. So I'm saying, I say that because it's like, the potential to make money. I got my books, my businesses, and things like that. But it's like, okay, what we might think poverty is, might if it's coming from the definition of somebody who has money, trying to tell me that wherever my financial status is poverty because versus his. That might be true. But when it comes to health and wellness and peace of mind and tranquility and lack of stress, because I look at all of these people that got money, none of them, majority of them aren't happy. Majority, and they going through something because to get that money was so, but I'm sorry, I ain't, I'm It just
No,
had me
no,
because
no.
we're going to talk about financial health tonight. And
Right.
it's tax time, and I want us to understand how easy it is. Financial success is easy. It's as easy as you want it to be, right?
Hmm.
As Sister Denise deals with credit and other aspects of finances, right? I have a limited business coaching aspects that I do because financial health goes right along with how you are, your lifestyle. You know what I mean? So it creates your health status. Right.
Exactly. Yes. And for our audience, our topic today is being healthy physically, financially, and emotionally. And that financial piece is key because it can be a stressor. Like if you struggling to barely surviving to make ends meet, so that affects your health physically and emotionally. You can be supercharged from not having enough money to get your needs, not wants, because sometimes we get wants and needs confused, but your
Not sometimes,
needs,
all the
like
time.
food, clothing, and shelter,
Right.
those are
Yeah.
needs. And so not having that balance, that financial, to cover those needs, it's a stressor.
Now, as a
And
financial
stress, and
coach,
then we know what stress causes physically,
right, right, right.
Yeah.
As a financial coach, you only have two choices. You can make money or you can keep your money. So most of us, we have our money is a line that's going like
Hmm.
this. I show people how to create that circle. That's where business ownership comes in at though.
Right.
Because but we get it confused. See, I live in a majority white country area, right? Is not city at all. When you ride around here in the white neighborhoods, you see a lot of trucks or cars with placards on them. On the so like some type, the business thing that you put on your side on your car, right? Because if after 6 months you can write the aspects of the car off. So that's majority of what you see is if you ride, you see these white people with cars with business decals sitting in their yard. And
Hmm.
they never, you could drive and you don't, the truck, that car might not never move, but the decal is there. See, sole
Right.
proprietorship, sole proprietorship. They got us on this LLC bull. I ain't knocking no LLC, but if you're like me, a small business where I'm selling books and this and that, I don't need a LLC, right? So sole proprietorship is allows an individual to get the same tax benefits of an LLC or the other tax brackets that come with the businesses, because that's all those
Right.
are different tax brackets. Understand that a LLC is explaining to the secretary of your state what tax bracket you are in. Sole proprietorship, but the sole proprietorship is two levels. You got one with paperwork, you got one without paperwork. So you don't need a business license to have a business and get the tax benefits.
That's
Listen. So now all you have to do is say, I have a business. Whatever your hobby is, whatever it is that you want to do with the LLC, but you haven't started the LLC, you can claim it as a sole proprietorship. Now, when you go into the tax forms, you will get into the deductions. You will have expenses and hold up, and you will have a section that says what type of monies are you declaring, and you will have a section for cash only. Listen to me. So you don't need You don't need something from somebody else. The last one is cash only. So you go on that one and you open it up, right? And now you get into the deductions. You'll have expenses. You'll have everything you can claim. Let's get to the car. Boom. You in the car. You get the mileage. You got the
Mhm.
repairs, tire. You got oil changes. You got gas. You got listen. Then you'll have tabs for other. Listen, listen, listen. And you got a tab on all of these sections. They'll have a tab for other where you can create your own category and claim it. That's just a vehicle. Clothes are uniforms. Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Right? Where was it? Where's the low address? You got the certain amount of square feet in your house. Boom. Right? Electricity to it. Boom. Phone bill. Phone bill. Boom.
Business expense.
Said you can't do that as an individual entity. You don't have to wait on on an LLC. You don't have to wait on a business license. You can
Right.
be a sole proprietor and you can go ahead and get the same tax benefits that all other business owners do without the paperwork, without none of that. And you can have a cash only option and bam, you're not trying to bam. So listen to me. The IRS expects the first 2-3 years of a business to be at loss. So let's say, for instance, you claim
Mhm.
I made 10,000 in cash, but I had 15,000 in expenses. It's no red light. It ain't gonna trigger no red light. The second year, no red light. Now, the third year, you might get a letter from the IRS to say, hey, are you sure you're good at business? Are you sure that's
Right.
not a hobby? Like, are you sure that that's not a hobby because you're not making money? But you have the opportunity to have your money go like this. So now you're paying out because you pay January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Tax time come. I got expenses for January, February, March, April, June, July. Hey, you know, I'm just saying this is
Yeah.
financial health. So
Yeah.
now, how much better would your financial perspective and health be if you know that, okay, I have to pay these expenses, but because I can be a sole proprietor, I can now deduct, I can claim these as tax expenses, as business expenses. So now this money, I'm not crying about spending it. How many of, oh man, I gotta pay this. Oh, see, I'm not doing, I'm as Sister Denise said, I'm not stressing myself out. So I'm not
Right.
stressing about paying my phone bill, paying my light bill, paying my rent, paying my car note, paying my insurance. Why? Because all of those are business expenses. Without an LLC, without that business license, bing, 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 bing. So all some of that money's is coming back. Now,
Right.
how much mentally at ease will I be about living in this world that everybody says is so hard? No, it's not. They just never taught us how to get
How to do.
our money back.
That's right. And that's what we're taught. They didn't teach us the science of finances and how money works
Well,
and how
because
to
they only
manage.
giving us the Rockefeller side. They
Mm.
giving us that side of the money. Oh, how you can make all of the money that you can without giving. Look at Jay-Z. He got the story where he tells the story. That's one of his family members came and said, hey, can I get 4,000 to get a business? And he's like, nah. That ain't how business works. That's how. It's many. It ain't no one way for business. You got sole proprietorship, LLC, S corp. You got so many. Like it ain't no one way to do
Partnership.
business.
Right.
4,000 can get a lot of businesses off the. Man, what are you talking about? You can what? You can get a laptop, a printer, and a thing. Now you got a business. You know that don't cost for, but you need the seed money
Right.
to get the equipment to
Buy some
make the
products for $200 or less, and less than that, and you in
what?
business. Go
But
sell.
that's where we only fed that one side, that capitalism side of how you can make a little bit for less. I'm not trying to I don't want to rape my brothers and that's crazy. I don't. That's why I don't make a lot of money. I'm not going to get a book that I can publish, self-publish for the black and white, the black and white copy for $2 to $3. It'll cost me my cost and sell it to you for 30, 40. That's not how I want to have accumulate my money because it's not. I'm not going to be mentally at ease with getting money that way. And 9 times out of 10, that type of person, they hoard. They do and they are buying unnecessary stuff because that was their motivation anyway. I wasn't never poor. I didn't grow up poor, so I never had a dream to be rich. I had a dream. I grew up unhealthy. Like, so I had a dream to walk properly.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Being healthy, physically, financially, and emotionally. It's all about balance. All about
But
balance.
that's like the credit. I'm not really too much knowledgeable on that, but I know it opens the door for you to be able to, if you don't have the income or cash to get it, credit will definitely help you to get it because it's almost as good as cash, right? It's the promise to pay for it, right? So that's something that you do that
Exactly. And
could definitely go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, yeah. And not only that, but when people are trying to purchase a car, when you don't have pockets, briefcases of cash to purchase a car outright or to purchase a home outright, to rent an apartment, they are going to check your credit. And no matter how you say you don't need credit, yes, you do. Even if you're applying for a job, they run your credit. Some people get left out
it's
of
not too many
jobs
cash only bit right.
because of their credit isn't good. So yes, that the society we live in until we're in the hereafter, and that's not a factor because none of this world is going to be carried into the hereafter. Then your credit needs to be right where it needs to be.
And you got a chance because you're going to need the twofold. You're going to need proof of income and you're going to need your credit score, right? Both of them, one or the other can help. If you could be all right in both, or you could be all right in one and great in the other, and that'll help to balance it. It'll help to push you along a little bit further. You can't, while you are getting Sister Denise's help to increase your credit score. I mean, a tax return is also proof of income.
Yes.
If you filed I don't know. I don't want to say nothing, but I'm saying, if as a sole proprietor, cash only business, man, that's your time to create your
create your wealth
on paper. You create your wealth. Then you go ahead and take that tax return, you take your credit score, and you go ahead and you go ahead and get your property, get your whatever, and then you go ahead. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, this is this is do for self. This is, as a I mean, that's where, and I open with the community I live in because that's what they do. Like that's what the white people in my community do. That's how they're not rich. Like they would appear it, but we go to school with each other. So it's not like we don't intermingle. But when you
Right.
talk to them and you hear like they're able to live not freely but close to it. So they don't have the burden of how I'm gonna pay for this because everything is business.
Right.
They don't without having because as a sole proprietor, I don't need to file for a business license. I'm getting the tax papers and I'm filing it that way. I'm declaring it. And that what better like you have the ability to say I'm a businessman. Like so that's the so it opens the door for you to say I am who I am.
I am who I
When,
am.
when Moses,
Yeah, it is.
oh man. Because I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
tell
have
you.
Brother Sean.
Go
We
ahead,
have
say.
a brother tuning in from Ghana. Thank you for tuning in, brother. I don't want to
Yes.
butcher your name,
Yeah, we
but
appreciate
yeah,
you, brother.
thank you, thank you,
Hmm,
thank you. But
thank
yeah,
you.
that's yeah. You say you like you said. I like what you said. Declare it.
Yes.
Declare.
I went to look, man, this is 2014. 2014. I was when I first opened my first business. I did it. No, it was before when I got the paper because I had it. I did the sole proprietorship because, like I said, it's two levels. You can have the sole proprietorship with the license or sole proprietorship without a license. I I got but I wanted to get the paperwork because I wanted to see my name on the business
Right.
license. I'm like, man, look, I
Yeah,
don't see my
legal.
name on court papers. I don't see my name in the newspaper. My mama was like, man, my mama told me, please don't do nothing else again because I don't want my friends to see your name in the paper. You're embarrassing me, son. Everybody know you my son. Oh, I never even, yes, ma'am. You know what I mean? So that kind of made me want to let those that love me see my name
In a
publicly.
positive light, right?
Right. Not really for me, but y'all, because y'all was the ones that saw my name and was going over because y'all, my family. You know what I mean? And so y'all was getting attacked for that. So I'm like, okay, here's public record. Bam. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. You
Yes.
know, and I'm telling you, you open the door just like you would for an LLC, especially if you're not a business where you're having huge liabilities. Like you don't even need that, and you still get the same tax benefits. Because if you have an LLC and you're not doing writing off all of those deductions, you're doing something wrong. Like, because they have all of those sections where you can write off literally anything and everything.
Yes, they do.
Because if it's not a titled section, it'll be other. And you could it's right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm hyped because mine was filed. I'm ready to go. I filed electronically, but they pushed the tax window start date back. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So as soon as that joint's open, mine's dropping. Damn.
Look,
You know, and I'm telling you, right.
look, I haven't
You
even
know.
started mine yet. You already ready to drop it.
Man, I literally do mine October, November. Because like I said, it's electronic. So it'll be and I know what the numbers are. So
Right.
I'm not waiting on it to receive any W-2s or anything.
Right.
I know, right. So right, the numbers is already filled out. I'm just waiting for the season to open, as they say, so I can push bing and all right,
Yes, sir.
yeah. But
Yeah.
that's where, and like I said, as a individual living, I came to that understanding. Like, hold up, with the business, it's not about necessarily always making money, because you got two choices. You can open a business to make money, or you can open a business to live almost free. Get your money back. It's like now it's less of a headache to get my money back than to make a bunch of money and to declare it. Because the more money you make, you're going into a different bracket with different rules and regulations. So I'm keeping it simple. Hey, I don't want to accumulate a lot of money. I don't want to be rich. I don't want a big old house. If I could get a efficiency with a low ceiling, so I don't need a lot of space. None of that. I'm good. Like for
Tiny.
myself. I don't want a fancy car. I'm a farm. We grew up where we fixed our own, like in our community. We got old schools where it's a car culture. So it's a lot of, my brother has a garage. So we grew up fixing our own vehicles. I don't want to own a vehicle I can't work on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? So, because that's how I feel free as a man, to be able to change my own oil, my brakes, whatever happens on the car, I can damn near change and have. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like some of those things I don't want to remove out of my life. That's why I say I was looking at what is a poor righteous teacher. Because I could appear poor to you, but I got everything I need. And I control my want. I don't want nothing that you could get. I don't want nothing. So, like, but yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's something. And when I'm looking at our subject, it's really, it's holistic.
Yes.
Physical, financial, emotional. It's like a circle.
Yes.
And it's whole.
Yes.
And then that's where with aromatherapy and the emotions brings that balance. Brings that emotional balance.
Come on.
Because everything starts in the mind.
Yes.
And if you're not balanced mentally, then the financial piece, you're spending too much, you living your above your means, and then that's a stressor. So it's really, it's balance. It's balance.
Here's an example. Man, eating healthy is expensive. Man, let me go grow my own food.
Right.
So, because that's a motivation for people to go make money. I gotta feed on the streets. Man, growing up, that's what the average dude on the streets. I'm doing this to feed. We gotta eat. All right, now you got a room full of money. Why are you doing it now? You know what I mean? Like, because you always have to. No, but you always have to buy food, right? I always have to pay rent. I always have to pay the electric bill. I always have to pay the water bill. I always have to pay insurance on the car. I might not have a car though. I always have to pay gas. So these are the things that those people's residual income. Right. All of these bills are those people's. So we're helping them with their drain, because
we have the residual bills, and they're getting the residual income.
Sole proprietorship. Open the door for you to because you gotta pay those things. So the things that you have to pay, incidentally, are business expenses.
Yes.
All of the things on the list, right, that we say, man, makes living here in America hard, and all of those are the same items on the business deductions. Ain't that something?
Wow.
Ain't
That
that
is.
something? That car that you now, okay, you need to get maintenance done on your car, but you really can't. You really, oh, okay. What if that isn't a business expense? So now you get the maintenance, you improve your car, and now you can get some of that money back.
Right.
Come
Yes.
on, man. You need
That's
that.
how to
You
do
need that. Hey, that's how I'm trying to tell y'all what I see in the community that I live in. The Mexicans have come here and they have reproduced what these white people taught them. Some of our people here have done it, but I do it. I've done it since 2014. I'm just saying, okay, listen, this is where the aspects of financial well-being is different aspects. It's not just that Rockefeller side, that Warren, whatever the guy is side. Like,
it.
nah, it's other book. Yeah, like it's. I understand that the capitalism and that, but you might not have that. You just got built. You know what I mean? Like, I just try to show you how to that circle. Create that circle for yourself, man. Listen,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And if you go to an app like TurboTax, out of all of the different apps, like for business, TurboTax is the best. Man, I went
That's
to
what I
H&R
use.
Block. I went
Mhm.
to H&R Block, and it was 2,500 and something. I went to TurboTax. I got back 8,000. Man, I said,
Wow.
because they're going to show you all of the deductions versus as a tax preparer, I'm going to put before you what I think you might.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I got a chance to open and see those deductions and choose whether or not I have something to put in there.
It's, yes.
Right,
Yes.
right.
And
Especially if you're doing
auto.
the cash. If you're doing
Yeah.
the cash.
Yeah. All you have to do
Yeah.
when you out, all you have to do is mention your business. If you out to lunch or out to dinner, just talk about your business for a few minutes. That's a
I'm gonna
business.
tell you something. Yes, yes, but like I said, it's on, especially with something like TurboTax. It's there, so they list all of the possible business deductions that you could qualify for, and it's up to you to decide. Like it'll say auto, it'll say you know what I mean. It'll get business. It's categories that's labeled, so you click on it, and then you'll see. Okay, wow, I didn't even know I could write all that stuff off. All right, oh, bam, 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 and then you click on the next tab. Bam. Okay, you might not have nothing to declare in that, and then it'll even after you get done with your deductions, like the next page or two, it'll tell you what it looks like. Like, okay, whether you got any red flags or nothing based on, and it'll say, hey, based on what you said, this is what everybody else in your category, man, you right there with everybody. And then so you don't even feel bad. You're like, yeah, that's all. It's regular. It'll tell you you are doing what everybody else. Bam,
Yes.
your numbers are. So you don't, I'm telling you, they're doing like it tells you this is you're right. You're right
Right.
there. You're
Yeah,
right there.
that's what I use, and it's very easy.
Hmm. And you can go back and adjust
Right.
it. You can go back 100 times. Trust me. You can when it gets to like after you get to that part, it's two screens and then it'll tell you what your deductions is. Right? So now you can either keep going further or you can go back and put numbers in and see what it comes out. But it's up to you because, like I said, as the business owner, it's up to you. It's your numbers. It's your business. So that's your opportunity to do right.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
but that's where that like here. Okay, the founding fathers were business owners. You couldn't even be an elected. You couldn't even have those type of offices unless you were a business owner, because they felt that, okay, as a business owner, we understood vision and responsibility and this and that and organization. Like, so we look at, and until recently, most of Congress was business owners at some aspect. So we look at the tax system created for business owners to get the benefits, because all of those deductions and expenses, they are the same. They are the same thing that we just need regularly to live. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's the crazy part. Like, the same shoes and clothes you bought as a business owner is uniforms.
right. Yes,
That's
and
great.
being a home-based business that's even better.
Phew.
So many. I was sitting in on a meeting where he used to work at the IRS, but he
Mhm.
does taxes, and all the deductions he was listed. I'm like, wow,
Yep.
it's
Entertainment.
so. Mhm.
Entertainment, man. Like,
Like
we like
if you have a space in your home, say in your living room, your furniture can be listed
mhm,
as a business expense because that's part of
mhm, mhm,
your business.
mhm. See, that's why you see
Yes.
some people get new stuff on a regular basis. See, I can get this, and I could, because it's business related. You see that, man.
Right.
When we get into that business, I tell you, if you're not looking tax first as a business owner, you don't have the business mind, because you can make that money
Right.
without the business. But if you don't have the tax first, because I still have to live in this world, and it's created for me to live in this world, not free, but almost closer than I was.
Right. And see, that's why we're not taught this.
Mhm. Yeah, that, and that's where you know we doing this show, because it's like when you can combine, what you are, like, the drive for money is usually to get things. It's not
Mhm.
necessarily because I don't have money. It's so I can get things. You know what I mean? And then, like, but that we could lose our health. Like Rick Ross, his pursuit of his rap career to get money and stuff. He talks about it, how he had liver problems and because his lifestyle, he was eating all wild foods and fast foods because he couldn't have, he was on the go. So he was drinking and like, he talks about how his pursuit of his financial gains in his career almost cost him his life.
Wow.
And that's, you'll hear a lot of successful people tell you, oh man, I was up, I'm doing 24 hours and this and that. That's not healthy though. And then they
Right.
get there, and sometimes they can't enjoy what they work for because they destroyed their body
Right,
on the
yeah.
way.
Like Luther Vandross.
Wendy Williams, our sister Wendy
Yeah.
Williams, the gossip, look at what she's going, like, you see a lot of them, Lawrence Fit, like, they don't look good. Like, Morgan Freeman, like, you see these people, like, you would think that, okay, now you got a financial stability, you got financial gain, but you can't buy health. See, they get there and they
Right.
get there and they get there and they like, oh man, I'm here, but I'm not healthy and money can't buy that.
See, that's again that's where that balance comes in. You know,
Talk about
that
that, sis.
balance.
Give 'em that. Talk
Gotta
about.
have that balance
Mm,
to, you have that money, and now you have the money to buy whatever healthy food items or whatever you need. Start your garden. You have it, so it's about that balance and being,
yeah,
mentally stable.
yeah,
Get them essential
yeah,
oils, aromatherapy,
yeah.
and help you
Create that
think
satiety.
through. Yes, that satiety.
Become satisfied with where you at, so you don't have to kill yourself to get more than what you need.
Right.
Mm,
And a lot of times it's where, if you, especially if you grew up not having, and so you
mhm.
have, and now you just
Mhm.
want to make up for lost time, so to speak.
Lost your mind. Them lost your damn mind
Yes.
because you got some extra cash. Man,
Right.
man. Now you, man, that's crazy. What profit? But see, that's why I said I was thinking about the poor righteous teacher, right? And that word poor, and it's like, okay, that's what throws a lot of people that believe in that off because nobody wants to be poor. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, who wants to volunteer to be poor? Like, know what I mean? And like you said, most of us are coming out of poverty. We already coming out of there. Like, I don't want to continue to be poor. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when you got what you need, which doesn't actually cost, it depends on what you want out of that need. Like, shoes, Walmart sells shoes for $10. You know what I mean? Or do you want the $300 pair?
Right.
Or the $100 pair of shoes. You get $100 pair of shoes or $10 pair of shoes. And then we look at Bill Gates and how they dress. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And because they always hold them up as memes. Like, look at this billionaire and how he dressed, and look at the car he drives. See, they're not getting all of these things that we might want to make money for.
Right. Because we never had most of the time.
Right. But if you are healthy, you have it.
Talk
If
about
you are
that. Talk
healthy,
about that.
that's what you mean. Like, if you are healthy, you that's better than having a pocket full of money. Google
Exactly.
Oprah Winfrey feet. Google Oprah Winfrey's feet. Her feet have been messed up since the 90s. Her feet, she's been trying to get her feet together since the 90s. Bunions, that big toe. Look him up. And it's nothing. The money she has cannot fix her. And the only reason her feet are like that is because of the style of shoot, her pursuit of her financial gains.
Wow.
I'm telling you. And I've known this for years. Like, this ain't like, I like Oprah. You know what I mean? I followed her for a year. So, I mean, like, that's how I know. I'm a fan.
Right.
Right, right, right.
Googling Oprah's feet.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I was following her when she first revealed that. Because she's done it on her show numerous. It's not a secret. It first was
Right.
like an inquiry and stuff because they would take pictures and stuff. Because her, man, them joints was like, wow, whew, man, that bunion, woo, wee. And then she went through that period where you could see in her walk when she did walk that it wasn't a stride.
Hurting.
It was that oh, my feet hurt walk. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. and she's
But that's
already,
the
she was already, with her health, weight
mm-hmm,
issues and stuff. So she
mm-hmm.
was just money
And
came
she
by.
got that because she looks great nowadays. Like
Mhm.
now, she looks way healthier than she's looked in a long time. Because
That's
she had
true.
got skinny that one time, and then she picked the weight up. But now, but like I said, but you can't fix the feet. You know what I'm saying? Like you can put your body in a situation, in a condition that you broke it. You know what I mean? And you might can't fix it. You can get healthier and live, but them feet up stuff.
Oh, goodness.
Man,
Yes, being healthy physically, financially, and emotionally. The key
get that
is
oil.
yes. Oh, Brother Sean, I have to tell you
Yeah.
about
Oh,
this
come on now.
new oil blend that I tried. It
Uh-huh.
has peppermint, spearmint,
Ooh.
wintergreen, and clove. And you
Ooh.
talking about a deep
Ooh.
relief. Like as
Ooh.
soon as I inhaled it, I was like, it's like my
Mhm.
soul released. It was so
Yeah.
powerful. It was
Yeah.
like it hits you
Yeah.
deeply, like you can really feel it in that stress or whatever stress I was feeling at that time. It was like
Right,
it
right.
just left.
Wow. I could see that. I
You
could
gotta
see that.
try that. Get those oils and
Yeah.
blend it and
I
diffuse
had
that, or
went to
just
green
put a
one
drop
time.
in your hand. Literally, all you could, because
Mm.
those are some powerful
Mm.
oils by
Yes.
themselves.
Yes. Yes.
Peppermint, spearmint, wintergreen, and clove.
Woo.
That's
Man,
it. Really.
that's a opener right there.
Yes.
Good. Man, I
And
can
if
just
you're
imagine.
dealing with any muscle or any type of joint
Mm.
pain, muscle tension, muscle pain, any
Mm.
is gonna relieve it. Like it has a
Mm.
cooling effect, plus it just
Mm.
really goes deep into your soul, really.
And you put that in a with a carrot like coconut. Oh man, that'll
Yes,
be a great. Oh man, you like what
that's a
Sister
great
Denise was
massage
saying.
oil.
Right.
Woo.
You get your carrier oil and you put your drops in and you just go to. Oh my goodness,
Yes, yes.
man, I could fit. I ain't even got the evergreen. I mean the wintergreen.
The wintergreen, yeah,
Damn,
it's really good. Those
man.
mint oils, and all of those
Mm.
oils are anti-inflammatory. So if you're
Yeah.
dealing with any type of swelling,
Mm.
inflammation,
Mm.
yeah.
Yes.
Because I had a
Make that
little
run.
swelling around my ankle, and
Hmm.
I put it on before I went to bed, and I woke up, and that swelling was gone.
Mm.
Helps with
Hmm.
circulation.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
That's where the healing is at because that's where everything travels in the blood.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, you know. So when you open up that circulation, you got those elements, those repair elements that can get there, but you also have the removal. That's where a lot of the inflammation can come from, and the other side effects is because the stuff isn't being removed
Right.
from that area. Right. You know what I mean? So when you got that flow, man, that's when, like you say, you wake up feeling better.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And talk
I gotta
about a
find some
good
wintergreen.
sleep. Talking about
Mm,
a deep,
mm,
oh my goodness.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. I
Do
can
that
see that. You
before
diffused it
bed.
too?
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
can
when I
see
put
that.
a drop in my hand and just rubbed my hands together and did that deep inhalation, it was like,
Right.
Like waiting to exhale.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that too. I can see that
Yeah.
too.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Powerful.
I can definitely see that. Yeah, that's where that man. We like you said, sis, earlier. The thought is everything is going to happen off of that. So when you able to look at things with a clear mind
Hmm.
without that because if I grew up poor and I'm not poor right now and I'm not little right now, I'm present right now.
Right.
That what I was shouldn't be my driving point anymore, my motivation.
Mm.
It should be what I need now, not what
Now.
I needed as an 8-year old, 6-year old, 5-year old. Like you said, we get the money and we try to make up for. So I got the cereal, I got the ice cream, I got all of the shit I couldn't get
Yeah, I got
for a
the
lack of
cookies.
money. Yeah, 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 yeah. All of that stuff there. Man, so you come to my house, I got it is I'm buying my dream, but if the dream is built on unhealthiness, that's what
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like if so essential aromatherapy is a great way to get that clear mind, that satiety. So if
That's
you're
right.
basing this on an unsatisfactory condition that you used to be in, see, you need to be present. Hold
Mhm.
up, man. I'm not there no more. So you know what I mean? Like that's I'm not that. So I'm not there. I'm here. What do I
Right.
need for now? What
For
do I you
now.
know what I mean? Like what right, 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 right,
Yes.
right. At
Be
least for me,
present.
that's a
Being
great
present.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
That satiety,
Brother
are you
Kente,
satisfied?
Alaikum Salam,
Uh-huh.
brother. Yeah, Brother
Big
Kente
brother.
joined us. Brother Edward Young, Sister Lindsay. Thank you all for tuning in. And our brother from Ghana.
Yes, yes,
We
yes. Thank you,
internationally
family.
known now, Brother Sean.
Ain't that something? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Tonight we
sir.
just talking about
Powerful.
some financial, mental, physical, free health and well-being.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
Being
haven't talked about
balanced.
finances in a while. It's been a while since,
You know
and
what?
we both of us offer financial health assistance. You know what I
Coaching.
mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
tax time,
I'm
family.
yeah.
Go ahead. What'd you say,
Yes.
sis?
No, I was gonna bring up I do life insurance as well.
Mm. Yes. Yeah.
I'm licensed in Texas and now in Ohio. I got my Ohio non-resident license.
All praises be.
So,
That's what's up.
that's another thing that we don't like to talk about in the community. We
Mm,
don't like to, you know, but when someone transitions and they don't have any life insurance coverage, then you have these GoFundMe's, the fish fries, the t-shirt sales, when all you had to do was take out a policy, get a policy.
mm,
And
mm,
they're more affordable than you think,
mm.
so you interested, you need that. Everybody, we should be, have that life insurance, not leave that burden behind. Leave a
Yeah.
will and not a bill.
Mm. Well, yeah,
you know,
yeah. It's gonna be a bill left anyway. The will help
right.
determine who.
You're
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because your lifestyle doesn't
just gonna
it doesn't go away with your death. So
yes,
whatever. Right, right. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So leaving that, having that life insurance and leaving those funds behind so that can be taken care of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That would be a great. We gonna have to talk about that one show, man, because you know we just try to be like white people so much, even into death. And that's crazy, man. Like we get married like them, we come out the womb like them, and we go into the ground like them. Like, and along the way, we have other black people from that come here without those customs. You know what I mean? And we don't try to go back to our own. Like we struggle to, like you said, with the burial, to bury our people like white people. Instead of like we used to in a damn wood box in the ground, and then everything that's supposed to happen happens with the body. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Goes back to, the society we live in. Like we were taken away from our land and culture, religion, ways, and now we're in this society, and it's like you being taxed from the cradle to the grave.
yeah. But that's only if you play. I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm a hit that sole proprietorship spot, and I'm gonna play the game with them because the game is made for the businessman to win.
Exactly.
Donald Trump is proof of that. The game is made, but the businessman, if you not, I'm telling you, man, them ain't no such thing. I mean, I don't know, because when you look at business, it's ruthless, and the whole purpose of the tax, right? But the whole purpose of the tax thing is to get as much, is to maximize. They tell you maximize your return, maximize, right? You hear that as a promotion. Let me help you to maximize your return. So nothing I'm saying is no different. Like, how do you maximize your return? You maximize your deductions. You maximize your expenses. How do you do that? One of the ways is you can hit that cash business, and you can go ahead and put your numbers in, and you can go ahead and write your life off. Or not. I mean, that's cool with me. I know what I
do. Right.
I know what I do. I know what I do. I can easily show my tax returns for the last couple, because I can show what I do. You know what I mean? Like, that's, yeah. But that's where the mental health comes in. That, like, who am I? Who am I trying to be? Who am I trying to live like? The things that I want, where is that coming from? You feel me? Like, so, like I said, in the Nation of Islam, we got to take some of this mathematical theology and secure for yourself, right? Money, good homes, friendships, and all walks of life. But it doesn't say, what money. It doesn't, because the homes here in America, I build homes. I help build homes. I got homes that I can show you from high school. I took carpentry in high school. In our project for graduation was we built a house. So I can show you right where everything that I did on that house. Bam! It's because the house is still standing. Now, none of that material is safe for humans to be around. The drywall, the wood is treated, everything is the paint. Nothing that we construct a house out of is healthy, and health and health status are associated with this material. Like, as a builder, me working around this material is harmful to our health. So, and I'm just saying that to say, some of the things that we want, it could be in a category of being unhealthy. And if we can make ourselves unhealthy in a way of acquiring it, and then once we get it, it's not going to help us to gain our health because it's unhealthy. The car, everything that comes out of a car is unhealthy to you and your environment. White people have killed themselves by going in the garage, shutting the door, starting the car, and just breathing it, sitting there. Because what comes out of the car is carbon. It's harmful. It's deadly. So why would I want that? That can't be. It's not healthy. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just saying, me personally, I'm just my aspect. Me looking at, as I said, at the word poor righteous teacher and some of the things that we acquire and want, but if it's in that unhealthy category, man, I got to think about that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
look. How long this takes, sis?
22 seconds. Have
That's
mine
all
right
down
here.
with it. See, now I'm getting satiety. I'm getting mental clarity, right? My cognitive abilities are improving because I'm erasing. This is like a restart. Bam. So now I can look at that same situation with a rational mind.
Mine. Talk about it.
See, man, that's the only thing we saying. It's just to share what we know, to say, hey man, we all want different things, which is great. We all starting from different areas, which is great. But we all living. We're all living. We all can be healthier. We all can improve in many aspects, and that's cool.
Right.
That's what we here for. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a great point. All right, family. We about to wrap it up. Thank you all for tuning in. And Brother Sean, you have any books you want to talk about?
Man, I do, but I wish I had a tax book.
All right. I have a
Hey man, let me say this. Look, y'all can go on my TikTok ain't closed yet. My books, you can get them on my TikTok page. I got a TikTok shop. You can go ahead and click on there. You can buy my books. Bam. And you can not support me, but you can, get that's just a way that I made my material accessible.
That's awesome. Yes, I went on your TikTok page today and checked your
Yeah.
TikTok shop.
Yeah, I gotta step. That's just a rough draft because once I started it, it was like, okay, it just went. It was step by. They do a step, so it was like, all right, do this next step, and it just went kind of fast. I was like, oh man, I didn't know it was so. But oh man, I mean, like I said, thank you. It is what it is.
Yes. All right, and I want to bring up this book.
Ooh, there
It's
we go.
always needed. Overcome
Yes.
hypertension naturally,
Mm,
because that is,
I like that.
an issue that a lot of our people deal with. So you can get that book on Amazon. Just type in the title
Mm,
or Denise Renee Muhammad, and all of my books will come up.
hmm
All
Especially if
right,
you try your
family.
medicine don't work, if all that other stuff don't
Yes,
work, man, you might. Hey, it ain't too many more ways you can try to help with hypertension. Right here.
right,
You mean like
right.
right?
Breathe, as you say,
Yeah,
breathe.
yeah, yeah.
When you're in the doctor's office and your blood pressure is high, what do they tell you to do? Take some slow,
Sit
deep
down,
breaths.
man.
Put some oils in your hand. Put some lavender oil in your hand while you taking those slow, deep
Mm,
breaths.
mm,
Yes, sir.
beautiful.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in. This was a great topic. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
it
this.
was. I
Yes,
did
sir.
too. I did too.
All right, family. Until next time, we will be back, inshallah, next Saturday, same time, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, for another episode of the Health and Wellness Power Hour. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.